Now I am going to present few great truths about the collective consciousness, which may surprise you, or you might have heard of this truth. Whatever it may be, whether it is new or old for you, try to analyze as much as possible. Try to analyze till your logic feels tired, till your logic falls. Try to analyze till your logic falls. First thing, all your minds are not individual, separate pieces of the universe. It is all one and the same. All your minds are interlinked. Not only interlinked, directly affects each other. That is what we call collective consciousness. It straight away affects each other. Your thoughts are just as infectious as your cold. Your cold. People may escape from your cold. It is not so infectious, but your thoughts are much more infectious than cold. If you catch cold from somebody, you may suffer only few days, that also physically. But when you catch thoughts from people, not only you suffer mentally, you suffer forever. It's not only mentally, you suffer forever. Same way, anything you think affects the people who are staying around. And not only people who are staying around, whomsoever is living in the planet Earth, they are touched by your thoughts. Understand? Now, naturally, our intellect will resist. How can this be true? Receive all these things. Now we will then, later on the question and answer session, we will analyze it one by one, inch by inch. First truth, I declare, all of us are not different beings, different minds. We are all totally interlinked, closely networked. Any of my thought can transform you. Any of your thought can touch me. We are not watertight compartmented. We are not separate individuals. You are not an island. Please be very clear. You are not an island. There is only one thing called collective consciousness. Next truth, not only in the mental level, even in the deeper conscious level, the more deep you go, the more deeply you are connected. The more deep you go, the more deep you are connected. Sachidananda, get that NSP diagram. I will try to explain a simple truth. Please understand, this is the physical layer, physical body. This is the pranic body, the second level, third level, fourth level, fifth, sixth, seventh. You have the 7 layers of bodies. In the physical layer, for example, the physical level, you are here. I am here. And God is here. If you come down a little bit to the pranic level, See, in the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, if you come down to little subtle level, pranic level, the distance between you and me is reduced. Here the distance is too much. Here it is reduced. And if you come down little more, the mental level, again the distance is little less. If you come down little deeper and deeper, the distance between you, me, God. When you come down, when you go little deeper and deeper, the more deeper you go, the distance is less. The more deeper you go, the distance between you, me, God will be reducing. In the end, the deeper level, there is no distance. You, me, God, everything is just one and the same. Only in the physical level.
Everybody can hear. Really. Take another mic, no? Take the other mic. Take the other mic.
In a physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, distance is little less. And in the mental level, distance is little less. It is getting reduced. The more deeper you go, the more sensitive you grow. The distance is reducing. The distance is getting lesser and lesser. In the end, nirvanic body, you, me, God, all the three are one and the same. There is no distance. The physical level, you are different entities. When you feel in tune, or when you start loving somebody intimately, their suffering or joy can affect you. Why? Because the distances become very less. It can simply come in or go out of your being. Their suffering can come into your being, or their joy can come into your being. In a little deeper level, you don't have something called individual identity. You are just a part of collective consciousness. That is why many times you do not want suffering, but you are not able to escape from suffering. Again and again, whether it is physical disease or a mental depression or the spiritual bondage, even though you don't want, you have to undergo the suffering because you are not clear-cut enough. You are not aware that you are part of the collective consciousness. The moment you become aware, you don't have an individual identity. You are part of collective consciousness. You don't have a separate ego except your identities, your intellectual understanding. In existence, there is no such thing called your separate individual entity exists. When you realize that, you just go beyond sufferings, depression, and diseases. Understand this one thing. As long as you have the concept, you are individual, the individual consciousness. As long as you have individual consciousness, whether physically or mentally or in being level, spiritually, you will be continuously suffering. Why do you think continuously you are resisting the nature? Whatever nature offers, you resist. There's a beautiful saying, man as a rule is a fool when it is hot asking for cool, when it is cool asking for hot, always asking what is not. Always asking what is not. When it is cool, you resist. You think you are different from the existence. I have seen sannyasis, enlightened masters, living in Himalayas with just this normal cloth, in the cold, in the snow. And I myself lived years. Never body was disturbed. Never body was disturbed. Because I never had the thought that I am different from the nature. Only when you start thinking you are different from the atmosphere or the existence or the air which is there near you, you start resisting it. A very simple thing. Just now you can practice. If you are feeling cold, just relax and observe, witness in which area you are feeling cold. In that area, don't resist the atmosphere. Don't resist the air. Don't resist the temperature. Don't resist the existence. In that area, just say to yourself, I am not going to resist the nature. I am not going to resist the existence. Let me relax. Just consciously decide and relax. In few minutes, the idea of cold will disappear. It may look, immediately what we do is, we put the next extreme question. Can we do this in the time of snow and can we survive? Because our mind always goes to extremes. You can, if you can do it totally. And you don't have that much of totality. We don't have that much of clarity. If we can relax, fall in tune with nature so much, simply you can live. Because human beings are living. And they all can manage, why not us? When you think you are something separate from the nature, nature disturbs you. And one more thing, in the air, all possible bacteria and viruses are there. Any moment, any disease can affect you. Any disease can happen to you. As long as you feel in tune with the existence, even if they come inside your body, they just leave. The moment you start thinking that you are somebody individual, separate from the existence, you are something different, then the whole becomes your enemy. You see, you are a part and everything is a whole. If you feel in tune with the whole behaves as a friend. The moment you start thinking, the moment you start discriminating and start behaving with the whole in an opposite way, it just starts acting like an enemy. Be very clear, the whole is not here to kill you or destroy you. And this is one more example you can understand. When a living person falls in the water, he gets drowned and the dead body floats. And after all, dead body is more heavy. It is filled with water now. Once he dies, he drinks water and water goes inside. He is heavy, but dead body floats, but a living person gets drowned. What do you think? As long as you are living, you resist the water. you are resisting the nature. If you just stop resisting, if you just feel that the whole is part of you, you have become part of the whole, simply you can start floating. And the other day I read a beautiful interview. One person jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. A strange thing. He jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. All the journalists are questioning him. How could you manage it? How did you survive? And if you have seen Niagara, then you can understand. I can't even imagine that somebody survived in that Niagara. He says beautifully. He says, when I jumped, I felt that I became part of the falls. I felt I am a particle floating in that falls. When I came out, again I felt I am just a part. I never felt I am different. When you disappear into collective consciousness, nature is not enemy for you. Nature is your close friend. Nature protects you. When you think you are individual, as long as you have individual consciousness, nature protects you. When you realize you are a collective consciousness, nature protects you. Wherever you want to achieve success, even in the social and economical way, only when you feel in tune with the whole group, only when you fall in tune with the collective consciousness, you will be able to achieve what you want to achieve. As long as you think you are an individual, you wanted to keep your place distinctly, you wanted to keep the idea you are somebody, be very clear, you will be continuously resisted and you will be resisting. Whether it is home or office, workplace or your company or industry, wherever. If you disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be again and again protected and taken care. And you will experience the ultimate success, not only socially and economically. You will start experiencing it in a feeling of fulfillment. The feeling of fulfillment which happens to you will be inexplicable. The moment you start resisting, you create hell for your whole life. Small story. A guy was informed that his wife has fallen in the river and he is supposed to jump in the river and save. He jumped and started swimming against the current. And they shouted, "Arey, what are you doing? You are going against the current." He said, "You don't know, my wife, even if she falls in the river, she will float only against the current." She resists everything so much. I don't think she can go with the current even with the river. As long as you resist the current, whether it is your workplace or house or office or a company or wherever it is, as long as you don't disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be continuously creating hell for you and for others. Even in the physical level, if you think you are somebody separate, be very clear, you will be inviting diseases. And one more thing, the mental level, if you think you are separate, again and again, you will be creating seeds of violence. Seeds of violence is created when you feel you are individual. With collective consciousness, you unify. With individual consciousness, you dissect or cut things into pieces. Logic always breaks. Intuition always unites. With a collective consciousness, of course, in the soul level, if you are feeling you are an individual, there is no possibility of any spiritual growth. Any spiritual growth. Spiritually, you can't even put your first step, first thing. In the physical level, you are not an individual. Your body and the body of the sun is straight away connected. Any small change in the body of the sun can change your body. Any small change in your body can change the body of the moon. Even though logically you are not able to relate, it is truth. And the next thing, in mental level, you are not alone, you are not an island. Any thought which is put on somebody else's head comes and touches you, and any thought which is created in your mind goes and touches the other person. It's like a ripple created in a lake. If you are going to create a strong wave, you will be inspiring and impressing others by your thought. If you are not so solid to create a strong wave, be very clear, others' waves are going to impress you. Either you live as a leader or you will be a follower. There is no in between. You always think, I will not be a leader, I can't do that much, but I don't have to be a follower. I'll just maintain my own stand, which is simply impractical. There is no such thing as my own stand exists. Either you lead or you follow. That's all. The mental level also, again and again, if you think you are an individual, you will be resisted. And the moment you understand you are part of the collective consciousness, not only you will not be resisted, you will be welcomed and received. Third thing, in the ultimate way, the spiritual level, the moment you understand you are deeply connected, totally connected, intensely connected to the whole group, to the whole universe. Not only you start experiencing the bliss, you start living, opening many dimensions of your being. Now you are stressed out, disturbed continuously because you have to think too much just with one mind. You have to enjoy so much just with one body. If you disappear into this collective consciousness, you will have so many dimensions, so many possibilities, and the amount of ecstasy you can't imagine. Understand? With this one body itself, if you can make so much of joy, if you can enjoy so much, what will happen if you have two bodies? You can put one in the AC, another one in the heater, and enjoy both. If you have three bodies, you can put all the three bodies, depute all the three bodies in three countries and enjoy the three different culture. And if you have four, you can naturally enjoy little more. Just understand, if you have so many bodies, how much of joy and bliss you will have. Same thing you will experience when you understand you are part of collective consciousness. The whole NSP or Nithyananda Program is all about making you realize you are the part of collective consciousness. Not only a part, you are collective consciousness. You are not individual consciousness as you think. Physically or mentally or spiritually. Layer by layer, when we go deeper and deeper, you start feeling you are just one with everything. That is why automatically the diseases disappear. You start feeling the well-being in mental layer, pranic layer, physical layer, etheric layer, and in all the deeper layers. When you really experience that you are boundaryless consciousness, I have seen when we end the program, the meditation camp, people go into such a deep ecstasy. They forget their name, their social status, their education, their qualification, their wealth, their religion, all what they think they are. They forget everything and respect everybody. They fall at others' feet. Even I've seen the daughter-in-law or father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law. That never happens in India. At least in Indian culture it is too much. I've seen father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law, just seeing the divine in her. And mother-in-law falling at the feet of son-in-law. And fathers falling at the feet of daughters. Because they see the divine. And the grandmothers touching the feet of granddaughters. And the person who is a boss or who is the owner of a company touching the feet of person who works for him. This is staff for whom he pays. I've seen this happening. When you experience the deep ecstasy of oneness, collective consciousness, when you experience the bliss or ecstasy of that collective consciousness, you forget all the differences of your name, wealth, social status, prestige, whatever you think as you just disappears, and what you are is revealed to you. I've seen people bowing, touching the feet of their worst enemies in that ecstasy. They forget, they are raised, they experience such a deep level of consciousness, such an intense level of energy, such a collective consciousness, such a bliss. Literally, ego disappears and they enter into the state of collective consciousness. And without even knowing, they just go around in that ecstasy. And whomsoever is there, they see God in everyone. It is not that they are given instruction. It is not that they are visualizing. When the experience happens, the whole group feels the collective consciousness and realizes they are one and the same. They are not different entities. Only when you experience the collective consciousness, you can say, you can realize you can experience what I mean by the word bliss, eternal bliss, Nithyananda. So I pray to the ultimate divine, let you experience this eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.